Hey guys, it's Omni here. I'm going to talk a little bit about tips and tricks for Minecraft Dungeons today, and I hope this video isn't too long for you guys and you learn a couple things, so let's get right into it. First off, one of the tips I want to talk about is a better build or synergy between your items is almost always better than just having higher power level items. I know sometimes people just salvage every lower power level items just because they're lower power level, but I don't think that's necessarily worth it, and I think it's better to have items that work well together and have a little bit lower power level than it is to have items that are just higher power level but don't really work and have any synergy with each other. Alright, the next tip is about Radiance. I think it's one of the best enchantments in the game, especially on fast attacking weapons like daggers and sickles. If you don't know what Radiance is, it's an enchantment that where each time you hit an enemy, you have a 20% chance of you activating Radiance, and it heals a certain amount of your health. Depending on the level, it just heals more or less, and I think it's one of the best enchantments, especially on fast attacking weapons, just because each time you slash an enemy, it has that chance to activate Radiance. So it's generally better on fast attacking weapons like daggers and sickles compared to claymores and great hammers, because great hammers deal more damage each attack, but they don't have that chance, they don't have as many chances to activate Radiance compared to something like daggers. Alright, tip number 3 is don't forget about your bow. There's been multiple times when I'm in a real sticky situation. There's guys coming from all sides on me, and sometimes I flip a 180 real quick and I shoot my bow and it takes out the guy behind me. And sometimes I'll have the chain reaction enchantment and it can take out the other 3 guys that are chasing me behind them. And so I really think that bows are really helpful, and so just make sure that you're not forgetting about them. And sometimes if you do, you can just gather up a bunch of arrows over time, and then you can just open fire and you don't even have to put yourself in danger, and you can just clear out the enemies with your bow. So I think don't forget about your bow because it's definitely helpful. Alright, tip number 4 is using the same strategy over and over on a level that you've lost constantly won't help you beat it. I have tried this multiple times, just trying to become mechanically better at the game and just trying to click on specific targets better and focus on people, but generally I found that mechanics aren't as big as a factor in this game compared to synergy and your items. And so sometimes if you're losing a level a bunch and you just can't seem to figure it out, try adjusting your loadout or changing your strategy, maybe going to the Wandering Trader or the Blacksmith and getting some new items, and that might help you. Alright, tip number 5, the last tip. Don't be afraid to try new enchantments on your armor. I didn't really know what all the enchantments did. I thought I would know just from reading them and trying to understand them, but generally they either work better or worse than what you're expecting, and so I always think it's helpful to actually try them out on your armor or on your weapons or items, it doesn't matter. But I definitely think you should not be afraid to try those out, because if it ends up as a bad enchantment, you can just go to your blacksmith and get a new piece of armor or weapon, and then you can just salvage the old armor that you did a bad enchantment on, get the enchantment points back, and then you can just put it on a new armor, and then oh, I don't want to use that enchantment anymore. Okay, and this is a bonus tip, number 6, for everyone who made it to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. My last one is kind of a weird tip, but don't be afraid to salvage a unique item if you need its enchantment points back. Unique items will drop again. I've had like multiple unique items, the same unique items in my inventory at a time, so I know that they're not just a one-time drop thing. I've had multiple Fangs of Frost or multiple unique claymores, and so don't be afraid to salvage the item if you need the enchantment points back, because the enchantment points are definitely more important than just keeping a unique item in your inventory, because when it's in your inventory, it's not going to help you ever compared to when it's on your loadout. So don't be afraid to salvage them. Okay, thanks to everyone who watched this video. I appreciate the support. If you have any tips and tricks for Minecraft Dungeons, you can go ahead and leave it in the comments if you think they're important. I'll go ahead and try and read them and respond to as many as I can. But thank you for watching, and I hope you found some helpful tips in this, and it wasn't too long for you.